Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss various criteria for selection of a vendor and problems of vendor selection. First, we are going to discuss various criteria for selection of a vendor. Vendor means a supplier. The organization should not have to select a supplier or a vendor arbitrarily. It has to consider certain factor or it has to follow certain criteria for selection of a particular vendor or supplier so that the organization may able to get good qualitative raw materials on a continuous basis at less price. So for selection of a particular vendor, it is required to consider certain factors or it is required to follow certain criteria. What criteria the purchase department should have to follow for selecting a particular vendor? Let me discuss one by one in detail. So first factor it has to consider that is year in business. Means while selecting a particular vendor, it is required to identify in which year the supplier or vendor established his or her business because it provides a lot of information about vendor's performance. If it is identified that the vendor established his or her business recently, it is not advisable to believe completely on that supplier because sometimes the supplier may not able to supply the qualitative goods on a continuous basis. So before selecting a particular supplier or vendor, it is required to identify in which year it is in which year the business or in which year the vendor established his or her business. The purchase department should have to identify a supplier who is already established and whose performance is satisfactory. So, so that the organization may able to get good qualitative goods at less cost on a continuous manner. Next factor or next criteria the purchase department should have to consider that is ability to constantly supply products and services. The supplier who having the ability to supply continuously the required items, continuously the required product to the organization, the purchase department should have to select that supplier, that vendor only. Means the supplier who having the ability to continuously supply whatever the required item. If the purchase department select that supplier, then the organization may able to get qualitative materials on a continuous basis and without an interruption the production can be done. Whatever the demand of the customer that also be fulfilled within a stipulated time. So the purchase department should have to identify a supplier who having the ability to constantly supply the company's requirement. Next criteria it has to follow that is ability to supply all the products required of complete solution. Means whatever the items the organization require, means what variety, what type of item the organization require, the purchase department should have to select a supplier who having all the items. Means the supplier who maintain all variety of goods, that supplier should have to be selected by the purchase department so that organization may able to procure the total items, the total requirement from one supplier. So procuring all items from one supplier provides maximum operating economy to the organization. Now a question arises, why procuring the total requirement from one supplier gives maximum benefit to the organization? If the organizational purchase department procure total requirement from one supplier, then there may be a chances of bulk purchasing. In case of bulk purchasing, the organization may get the benefit of trade discount. Means the supplier from whom the organization purchase huge quantity or bulk quantity of goods, the supplier provides some amount of discount to the company. So this discount is known as trade discount, and this benefit the farm may avail if the farm plan to purchase bulk quantity of goods. So the farm or the purchase department should have to select a supplier who having the complete solution of the company's requirement. Means the farm who maintain the total requirement, the supplier who maintain the total requirement of the company, that supplier supplier should have to be selected by the purchase department so that the farm may able to enjoy the benefit of trade discount. And without any problem, the purchase officer can able to purchase the required quantity for the organization. Next important factor the purchase department should have to consider, that is flexibility to allow change in orders and product line. Sometimes it is required to change the order whatever the organization placed, and sometimes also it is required to cancel the order whatever the organization placed. And some farms heavily penalizes, some suppliers heavily penalizes to the farm if the farm demand or ask for last time cancellation, and if the farm plan to change whatever the order it placed. And the purchase department should have to select a particular supplier who provides the benefit of last time cancellation and who allow the organization to change the order whenever it is required. Means the vendor should have to be allow the organization to change the order in case any requirement. Means there is a flexibility to allow change in order whatever the organization placed, so that without any problem the requirement of the organization can be met. Next factor or next criteria the purchase department should have to consider, that is financial stability. So financial condition of the supplier is also important to the organization, is also important to the purchase department for selecting a particular supplier. Means the purchase department should have to select a supplier who having financially or whose financial condition is strong. If the supplier having a if the supplier having good financial condition, or if the supplier's financial condition is sound, then that supplier may able to procure whatever the items required for us, so that the supplier can supply us the required item within a stipulated time. So before selecting a particular supplier or while selecting a supplier, it is required to consider the financial stability of the supplier. The supplier who having the good financial condition or a sound financial condition, that supplier should have to be selected by the purchase department, so that without an interruption the supplier can supply the required quantity of material, required quality of material to the organization. And if the supplier's financial condition is unsound, then the supplier are not able to procure the required item first, and the supplier may take a lot of time to fulfill our orders. So for selecting a particular supplier, it is required to consider the financial condition of the supplier. Next criteria the purchase department should have to consider, that is appropriate supply of internal expert. The vendor or the supplier who provides the internal experts, means when the organization require assistance for or when the organization require any help for the uses of the material, then uses of the material whatever the organization receives from the supplier, if the supplier provides this assistance or this help to the organization, then the purchase department should have to select that supplier only. Means who having the ability to provide internal experts, or who having the ability to explain detail about the uses of the material or about the nature of the material, the purchase department should have to select that supplier only, so that the supplier can able to provide a lot of information related to the procured item. Next factor or next criteria the purchase department should have to consider, that is price. Price is the most important factor. Generally, purchase department is responsible for procuring the good quality materials at less price. If the purchase department procure the qualitative goods at less price, then only the farm's total cost can be minimized, because the procurement cost comprises most part of the total cost. If the farm if the farm wants to reduce the total cost, it is required to reduce the procurement cost. Means the purchase department should have to procure the items or the required materials at less cost. So price is the most important factor. The purchase department should have to select a supplier who agree to supply the good qualitative goods at less cost. Means the supplier who provide the goods at minimum possible price or at least possible price, that supplier should have to be selected by the purchase department. Next factor the purchase department should have to consider, that is delivery time. Means the organization or the purchase department should have to select the supplier who agree to supply the goods within a less time. Means the supplier who supply the goods within a minimum time, that supplier should have to be selected, so that whatever the lead time that can be reduced and the organization can able to procure the required goods at least cost, and whatever the requirement of the organization that can be fulfilled as early as possible. So the supplier who agrees to supply the goods within a less period of time, that supplier should have to be selected. Next criteria the purchase department should have to consider, that is terms of business. Here terms of business means mode of payment. Terms of business means mode of payment. The purchase department should have to select a supplier who agrees to provide goods on credit basis, instead of the supplier providing goods on cash basis. If the supplier agree to provide goods on credit basis, then the farm can enjoy the benefits of of utilizing the surplus capital at anywhere else. Means the farm can able to generate more amount of profit by investing the supplier's capital. So the farm should have to the purchase department should have to select a supplier who agree to supply the goods on a credit basis, instead of the supplier who having the provision of cash sale. Last one is the customer service. Means the supplier who having the facility of providing after sale service, that supplier should have to be selected by the purchase department. So these are the factors, or these are the criteria the purchase department should have to consider or should have to follow for selecting a particular vendor or supplier for the organization. Next, we are going to solve a particular problem of selection of vendor. So selection of vendor is most important to the organization, because if the farm able to select a reliable vendor, then the farm able to produce good qualitative goods at less time and at less cost. So selecting a particular vendor is very important to the organization, and selection of vendor is the main responsibility of purchase department. No doubt the purchase department consider certain factors, or the purchase department follow certain criteria for selecting a particular vendor, but that is not enough to identify a reliable supplier or an ideal supplier for the organization. So for getting a good supplier, apart from certain factors, it is required to do certain numeric calculations. Means in problem we in evaluation of a particular problem, we are going to rate various vendors. Means in this solution we are going to calculate the rating point of different suppliers. Generally the supplier who having the highest rating point, that supplier should have to selected by the purchase department. Means the purchase officer should have to do certain should have to perform certain calculation for identifying a good supplier or a reliable supplier. Means in our problematic aspect, we are going to rate various suppliers, and the supplier which having highest rating point, that supplier should have to be selected. No doubt the purchase department should have to consider various factors, should have to follow certain criteria for selecting a particular vendor. Apart from that, it is required to do certain calculation. Means it is required to identifier, it is required to calculate the rating point of different suppliers, and at last the supplier which having highest rating point, that supplier should have to be selected, and that supplier is the reliable supplier for the organization. So this is the question number 1 related to selection of a particular vendor. So before starting the solution, let me explain you in detail what is the question. So in question it is asked to calculate the vendor rating of the following. The items under consideration is the same for all suppliers. So in this table, three suppliers data, three suppliers informations are given. First is quantity supplied. There are three suppliers. First one is supplier A, supplier B, and supplier C. About these three suppliers, detailed information is mentioned or provided. That is quantity supplied. A supplied quantity 90, B supplier supplied quantity 80, C supplier supplied quantity 75. And and the organization accepts the quantity from supplier A 78. A supplied 90, but the organization accepts 78 only, because due to certain breakage or not or certain items, if certain items not if the certain items not as per the organization standard, then the organization again return to the suppliers. Due to certain problems, the organization not accept the rest of the items. Means in case of supplier A supplies 90 items, but the organization receive only 78. In case of B supplies 80 items, but the organization receives complete totally 80 items. Next comes to C supplier. Supplier C supplies 75 items. Due to some problems, organization accept only 70 items. Next information is about the price. Price of each item rupees. Supplier A charges 4 rupees for each item. Supplier B charges 4.2 rupees for each item, and supplier C charges rupees 3.9 for each item. Next information is about delivery promised in weeks. Means supplier A promised to deliver the items in 6 weeks. B and C also promised to deliver the items in 6 weeks. Last one is the actual deliveries made in weeks. Supplier A promised to supply the goods in 6 weeks, but supplier A supplied the goods in 8 weeks. Supplier B also promised to supply the goods in 6 weeks. Instead of 6 weeks, B supplier supplies the goods in 6.2 weeks, and supplier C also promised to supply the goods in 6 weeks, and supplier C actually supplies the goods in 7 weeks. And last one is the weightage for quality 70%, price 20%, delivery 10%. So this is all about the information related to different supplier, like supplier A, supplier B, supplier C. Here we have to choose a particular supplier for placing the orders. Means here we have to calculate vendor rating. Means we have to rate different vendors as per the factors. There are no particular formula for calculating vendor rating. So for calculating vendor rating, we have to follow certain procedures or certain factors. So generally, the supplier who having highest rating point, that supplier should have to be selected. So for calculating the total vendor rating of each supplier, first we have to calculate the total vendor rating. Means for identifying a good or an ideal supplier, we have to calculate the total vendor rating of each supplier. Means what is the total vendor rating of supplier A, supplier B, supplier C. After calculating the total vendor rating of each supplier, which supplier get highest point, that supplier should have to be selected. And there are no particular formula for calculating the vendor rating. We have to follow certain procedures. Means the total vendor rating equal to whatever the factors weightage given to you, the sum of that factors weightage is your total vendor rating. Means here three factors weightage is given, that is quality factors weightage is given, that is 70%, price factors weightage is given, that is 20%, delivery factors weightage is given 10%. So here three factors is given, three factors weightage is given. So there are no particular formula for calculating total vendor rating. So whatever the factors weightage is giving, you have to take the you have to take the sum of these factors, and after that you may able to calculate the total vendor rating of each supplier. So here three factors weightage is given, that is quality factor, price factor and delivery factor. So total vendor rating equal to quality rating plus price rating plus delivery rating. If there are one factor more, then you have to add this factor to the total vendor rating. Here three factors weightage is given, that is quality rating, price rating and delivery rating. So you have to calculate three factors individually, and after calculating three factors individually, you have to sum these three factors, and after that you may able to get the total vendor rating of each factor, sorry, each supplier. So first we have to calculate the quality rating. For getting total vendor rating, it is required to first calculate the quality rating. So quality rating equal to, or the formula of quality rating equal to the percentage or the quantity of goods accepted into the weightage given to quality. So here the weightage given to quality is 70% and the percent as accepted. Here first you have to calculate the percent accepted. Organization or the supplier A supplies 90 items. Due to certain problem, the organization accept only 78 items. So in the place of numerator, you have to mention the accepted quantity, that is 78, and in denominator you have to mention whatever the items the supplier supply, that is 90 into 100, and you got 86.66 percentage. Means percentage whatever the item the supplier A supplied, that is 86.66 percentage, and you have to multiply these percentage with the weightage, that is 70%. It is given in the question 70%, 70%, that is 0.7. So 86.66 into 0.7, that is 60.66 percentage, that is your quality rating. So after getting quality rating of A, likewise you have to calculate the quality rating of B and quality rating of C. So in case of B, the organization supplied 80 and the supplier supplied 80 and the organization received 80. So 80 by 80 into 100, that is 100%, and the weightage given to quality rating, that is 70%, 100 into 0.7, that is 70%. In case of C also, organization receives 70 and the supplier supplied 75. So in numerator you have to mention the quantity received, that is 70, and denominator you have to mention the quantity supplied by the organization, that is supplied by the supplier, that is 75 into 100, that is 93.3 percentage. And after getting the 93.3 percentage, you have to multiply this one with the weightage, that is 0.7. And for C, the quality rating is 65.33 percentage. So the first part, likewise you may complete it. 60.66 percentage of A, B get quality rating of 70%, C get the quality rating of 65.33%. After that, we have to calculate the price rating and delivery rating. So for price rating, it is required to know the price ratio, because price rating equal to price ratio into weightage given to price. So first we have to calculate the price ratio. The formula, there is a particular formula of calculating price ratio. Price ratio equal to lowest price divided by net price into 100. Means whatever the lowest possible price provided by the supplier, you have to mention, you have to identify that one. In this question, the supplier C charges minimum price, that is 3.9. So for all supplier, you have to mention, or you have to take 3.9 as lowest price. So while calculating the price rating or price ratio of supplier A, you have to consider the lowest price, that is 3.9 divided net price. Here net price equal to the actual price charges by the respected supplier. So we are going to calculate the price ratio of supplier A, and supplier A charges rupees 4. So here 3.9 by 4 into 100, that is 97.5%. And likewise supplier B also supplier B is also B's price ratio also 3.9 by 4.2. 3.9 is the lowest possible price, and net price of B equal to 4.2, means 4.2 price charges by supplier B into 100, that is 92.85. And supplier C charges what? 3.9 price, that is the least possible price, and you have to consider 3.9 divided by 3.9 into 100, that is your 100%. After getting price ratio, you are required to multiply the price ratio with the weightage given to price, that is 20%, so that you may able to get the price rating. So in case of supplier A, the price ratio equal to 97.5%, and the weightage equal to 20%, that is 0.2. So 97.5 into 0.2, that is 19.5%. And in case of B, the price ratio equal to 92.85%, and the weightage is 25%. So 92.85 into 0.2, that is 18.5%. And in case of C, the price ratio equal to 100%, and the price rating equal to 100 into 0.2, that is 20%. So we are able to calculate another rating, that is price rating also. And last, where we have to calculate one more rating, that is delivery rating. So in delivery rating, first we have to consider whatever the date, whatever the weeks the supplier promised to supply the goods. So delivery promise kept. In case of supplier A promises to supply the goods in 6 weeks, but he supplied the goods in 8 weeks. So whatever the weeks the supplier promised to supply, first we have to mention that one. In case of in the place of numerator, you have to mention whatever the time he promised to supply the goods, that is 6 weeks. And in denominator, we have to mention the actual delivered time, that is 8 weeks into 100, that is 75%. Likewise, we have to calculate we have to calculate delivery promise kept for supplier B and supplier C. Supplier B also promises to supply the goods in 6 weeks, but actually he supplies the goods in 6.2 weeks. 6 by 6.2 into 100. And in case of supplier C also promised to supply the goods 6 weeks, but actually he delivered the goods in 7 weeks. So 6 by 7 into 100, that is 85.7%. So after getting the percentage of delivery promise kept, we have to multiply this one with the weightage given to delivery rate. So in question it is given that for delivery the weightage is 10%. So after getting the percentage, after getting the required percentage, we have to multiply the weightage given to weightage given to delivery. So for supplier A, the percentage of delivery promise, that is 75%. So and the weightage is 10%. 75 into 0.1, that is 7.5%. In case of B, 96.77% into 10%, that is 0.1. 96.77 into 0.1 equal to 9.68%. And in case of C, the delivery rating equal to 85.7 into 0.1, that is 8.57%. And at last we are able to get the delivery rating also. After getting the 3 rating, we have to add these 3 rating for getting the total vendor rating. For supplier A, we have to add the quality rating of supplier A, quality price rating of supplier A, and delivery rating of supplier A. So in case of A, the quality rating equal to 60.66%, and price rating is 19.5%, and delivery rating equal to 7.5%. We have to add 3 three sums or three numerics so that we may able to get the total rating of total vendor rating of supplier A, that is 87.66%. And likewise supplier B and C's total vendor rating we have to calculate, and in case of supplier B it is 98.25%, and in case of supplier C that is 93.87%. So at last we may able to get a clear idea about the rating of each suppliers, and I told you that the supplier who having the highest rating point, the organization should have to select that one. In case of this solution, the supplier B having the highest rating point, that is 98.25%. So in this question or in this solution, it is recommended that the supplier B should have to be selected by the purchase department for placing the order. Likewise, you have to calculate or you have to identify a good supplier for the organizations. So this is all about the selection of a particular vendor. This is all about today's class. Thank you.